Welcome back to the channel. We got a real simple question, but one that comes up a lot. Woman asking why your last girlfriend was drop dead gorgeous, gorgeous, best thing you've ever had. But your next one, not so much. Why is that? Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. Before we start, like, comment, subscribe. We got a gatekeep for a sec. Let's go.
Please help me understand why a man will leave a drop dead gorgeous woman and then turn around and date somebody 15,000 times dusty than the one he just left. I don't understand why they downgrade. Please.
So I hear this, men, we hear this one a lot, right? I think it's a real simple concept to understand. The thought is that beauty is the most important thing always, right? And to be fair, we probably put beauty on a higher pedestal in what we sort of choose from. We like just think about where our attention is constantly being pushed, where our attention lies. Yeah, it lies in beauty. We like beautiful things. Specifically, like if we're talking, we like beautiful women. So we all accept and we know that from the start, from inception, from the jump. Since puberty came and testosterone activated and we went wild, we wanted beauty, right? Even sometimes before that, there's studies in how children choose what type of face structure, right? What is actually more beautiful than others, Fibonacci sequence. So it's hardwired in, right? It's natural thing for us to go and say, hey, I want that thing. She's beautiful. I'm gonna go after that. That's the driving reason. So we go, right? We scout out, we hunt, we launch our game, we see what we can do. Yeah, and then we get into a relationship with beauty, right? And we're thinking it's supposed to be all of these things. And then over time, that beauty, like most things, sort of starts to fade into the background and we get to know more about you, the holder of said beauty. And then we come to realize, oh, you're not as nice, right? We start to learn that beauty is one thing, but that's not going to carry this thing further down the line in a relationship. There's plenty of beautiful women that are single, right? Yeah, you can get the attention, but I think the conversation needs to be about holding, right? Holding their attention. What do you do? Is there sort of a character in there that can do that? Do you have that skill set? Do you have those tools? But if you just attract beauty and you just kind of trade on beauty, live by the sword, die by the sword. So when men get into these relationships or deal with beauty, eventually what happens is you learn that, okay, maybe this isn't the biggest or the most important driver going forward. And I realized, oh, okay, beauty is great. It's dope. It's great to look at. I activates my loins. I feel great about it. Great to look at. Great on my arm. Great arm cranny. But in the quiet moments when we're not out in public or we're not when we have to actually live together, you're a terrible person. And not then it's not saying that beautiful women are terrible people. Not saying that. Just give you an example. So the next time, yeah, he's going to now look for how does this person treat me, right? He's learned from his past experience that okay, maybe like women often say, stop being shallow, right? Stop being shallow. You should care about more than that. And then when we care about more than that, you're like, wait, but your last girlfriend looked like this and this one looks like this. There's a disconnect. No, I learned that I how someone treats me is probably more important than just how they physically present, especially when it's it's just if it's just a lot of it's makeup or you just sort of won the genetic lottery and you came out with the right set of genes that demonstrated themselves properly phenotypically, and here you are, you're beautiful, and life has rewarded you with that. But then you don't know how to get along with a person, right? You've stunted that growth, that muscle, that thing either is atrophied or never had a chance to really grow. And we see this as men, and as you get older, you start looking and say, okay, beauty's dope, but before things progress, I want to see what's under the hood. right? Not under that hood, under the mental hood, under the heart, right? Where's your spirit lie? And if it's not something that that men can say, I can deal with this long term, what usually typically happens is, yeah, okay, we can play, we can have our fun. I'll enjoy the beauty, like beauty's still beauty. But you'll never meet my mama, right? I'll never tell my mama about you because we're ships passing in the night. This is never gonna go that far. But beauty is still like, okay, yeah, we still like to be around it. We like it in everything in our lives. But if you cannot actually treat your partner well, and of course, beauty, I know she asked about men, but specifically, we're saying both sides. If you don't know how to treat your partner, why do you think they would stay there? Right? That beauty, that effective beauty will eventually fade. So all right, let me go find someone that's going to treat me right. Right? That's how the game works. Right? It's all depending on where what point in your life you find that man. He may be early in the journey where beauty is so important, and he's taught that over and over and over again by society, and then he learns. Right? He grows up. He learns. Oh, that's not the thing. Right? We see it in all celebrities all the time. Right? We lust over these same celebrities that have been single forever. And we're like, wait, why? Why? And social media has given us an opportunity to look more in depth into their lives. And sometimes they go and they do interviews and they talk about their lives, and they talk about why they're, or the struggles of being single, of this or that. And I'm like, wow, I know there's probably millions of men have been desiring you. Okay, and then we start learning, we get little glimpses. So it's not about downgrading, right? He upgraded. He just said, this is now more important to me. Her character is more important to me. It's an upgrade, not a downgrade. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.